Hi, everybody, again. Thanks so much for joining us. Right, Sadie? We're in a festive mood tonight, and we are reading from our book again, Saving Sadie, How a Dog No One Wanted, except for me right there, inspired the world. So here we go. I understand why people might say that there's so many other worthy causes out there. We all are touched by images of starving children, and we all know people who have died of cancer and diabetes and other terrible diseases. But it wasn't that I thought, where are you? What are you looking at over there? Okay? It wasn't that I thought Sadie was more important than all these other worthy causes. It was just that she was more important to me. What are you, sleeping on the job, boo-boo? Huh? You're not in a festive mood? What's going on? What are you looking at over there? Huh? What are you looking at? Okay, get the treat. Let's go. All right. Yes, Sadie is like my child. Oh, we all know that, don't we? And ask any parent what he or she wouldn't do for other children that you have. Hey, look at, you are just absolutely not going on today, are you? Okay. I would also explain to those who question Saving Sadie that Sadie has served as a kind of guinea pig in ways that might benefit other animals and even people in the long run. Many of the therapies that Sadie does, right, Sadie? Many of the therapies, okay, treatments, exercises, and procedures that we've tried with Sadie have never been tried on a paralyzed dog before. What the vets and techs and others have learned from Sadie, okay, let's see. I can't even get you going here. What the other vets and techs and others have learned from Sadie's experiences is being used in advance and and refine new treatments and protocols that may even have applications. I can't keep her on my lap. Look at you. She doesn't want to play tonight, folks. Nothing. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now, may even have other applications for paralyzed humans sometime down the road. When I think about all the ways that Sadie has changed me and how my life has evolved since our paths first crossed, I am astonished that I don't feel that what I've done with Sadie is noble in any way. I set out to save one badly broken dog, not save the world. And in the end, I have to tell you, the greatest challenge and change has been, the change inside myself. I am the one who has truly been saved, not Sadie. And with that, because Sadie just wants to hide tonight and not do any fun stuff, what's the matter, huh? Maybe she just wants to take a snooze. And what we're going to do is we're going to sign off for today, and we'll be back in a few days. Thank you for joining us. Saving Sadie, how a dog that's moving around in my lap can't sit still. Thanks for joining. Welcome to another reading of Saving Sadie, how a dog no one wanted inspired the world. What's the matter, boo-boo? Huh? What's the matter? It's Christmas time, boo-boo. Ready? All right. So we're going to start our read, okay? In September of that year, Sadie experienced a major breakthrough in a rehab when she regained feeling in the bottom of her feet and was able to start getting out of the swimming pool on her own. What's the matter? Aren't you looking at anything? Oh, hang on a second, folks. We're just going to lift her up a little bit. There, is that better? That's better, boo-boo, right? There you go. Okay. Okay, back at the ranch. Okay. Let's see. We were told by the University of Wisconsin that she would never regain her feet, feeling in her feet, or walk again. So that was kind of discouraging if you read the book at all. And I knew that this did not guarantee, with all of the progress that she was making, that she'd ever be able to fully be walking again. Whoa, what are you doing, boo-boo, today? You know what? Fiasco reading number 2. Anyway, okay. So, but it showed that improvement, hey, improvement, remember improvement? Yes, Sadie. Okay, improvement in her condition was still possible, even several years after she'd been shot. And that was always, she was always able to beat the odds. Hey, you're hiding in your hat. I can't even see you, boo-boo. Yeah, I can't even see you. Okay, we are going to get her going here. All right, what's the matter, boo-boo? Huh? All right. You know what we're going to do? We are going to regroup and do this again. All right? Bye for now. Here we go. Welcome back to one more reading. Well, actually, not the last one, but we're close to the end here. Of Saving Sadie, How a Dog No One Wanted Inspired the World. Available everywhere. Thanks for joining us for our Christmas holiday edition. I know my devotion to Sadie has cost me in terms of other relationships too. Caring for a disabled dog in many ways similar to being the single parent of a toddler, but a toddler who never grows up and who will always need, look how she's reading the book, and who will always need full-time care. And yet the massive number of people who have been helpful, who have given and cared and sacrificed in order to join Team Sadie, far outnumbered the very few who have not. She's reading with me, folks. In addition to a few lost friends and relationships, I've missed out on other opportunities too. For example, I had a chance to go to Europe last year, but I turned it down rather than be away from Sadie for so long. Some people might view this as a sacrifice, but I don't. What I've given up to care for her is minuscule compared to what I've gained. And what I've gained is so significant and so wonderful. For example, my sister Marnette and I are now closer than ever, thanks to Sadie. The bond we forged in those early days of having Sadie will strengthen the connection between us forever. I've also had the chance to experience the kindness and generosity of people, often total strangers firsthand. I have met literally thousands of people that I couldn't have met any other way. Many of these people give me goosebumps. I'm getting them right now. Their stories touch me right down to my soul, especially when I see people from so many different walks of life being so kind and gentle with Sadie. Often, the poorer someone is, the more he or she wants to help. I'll never forget the lady who cleaned college dorms for a living and had 3 kids to feed, and she gave $5 for Sadie's care. It's amazing to me. I've witnessed grown men and women start to weep when I tell them Sadie's story, and then I have also seen those tears of sorrow turn to tears of joy. Goosebumps again. When I explain that Sadie's story isn't ultimately a sad story, but it's a story of triumph. It's a story of pure love and of second chances. We want to thank you once again for joining us. Sadie's book makes a great holiday gift. And we thank you for being here for the reading. We've got one more to go, so stay tuned. We'll be back before you know it. Welcome everybody to our final reading of Sadie's book, Saving Sadie, how a dog no one wanted inspired the world. And if I can get through this without crying, it'll be a miracle. So please bear with me. All right? Okay, here we go. At a time in my life when I least expected it, when I thought I was winding down and that life's greatest joys were likely behind me, I knew I couldn't do it. Sadie gave me a new, and I can't see in the tears, I'm sorry. Let's see, a new, unexpected purpose in life. Suddenly, I had a mission to accomplish something that would introduce me to people I never would have. I really can't see in these tears, sorry. I never would have met and take me to places I never would have imagined. Ultimately, what I'm left with is that Sadie has taught me a different way to love, and a simpler, more basic, more holy way. It is more sacred and more spiritual than, holy cow, guys. Sorry about this. It's been quite the journey. And more spiritual than ordinary, everyday love can ever be. She has taught me to love without expectation, without condition, to love in uncertainty, and with no, promise of return. In other words, Sadie has shown me the purest and most perfect love that there is. Sorry about this. I have to say, thank you, Sadie, for choosing me to be your mom. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. The rest of the world mistakenly believes that I saved you. But really, the reverse is true. You saved me. Right? You saved me, didn't you? And I love you more than you can ever imagine. I can't wait to see the next part of our journey will bring. And there is going to be a next part of our journey. There will be. We want to thank you so much for joining us. I don't want to apologize because this truly comes from the heart. She's been such a love. Thank all of you for reading the book, getting the book, passing it on to your friends. It's through people like you that Sadie's anti-bullying mission can be passed on to others. Thank you so much. Tell your friends. Tell everyone about Sadie. We appreciate it. All right? And we will see you next year. Love to all.